Welcome back to the video. Welcome or welcome back, if this is your first time. We are going to prime these cabinets. Now, this isn't a regular primer. This is a Dixie Belle Boss in clear. And there's a reason. There's a reason why I want to prime in clear. And, eyelash. And the reasoning is, I'm going dark. I'm going moody. I am going really jazzy vibes with this coffee bar. Because in my mind's eye, I'm thinking coffee bar, just coffee house, just kind of smooth, relaxing vibes. That's what I want. That is what I want from this kitchen. I want it to be classy. I want it to be elegant. I want it to be timeless. I also want it to be nice and low-key. I want to relax in here. And black's my favorite color. So if you guessed black in the previous videos, what that coffee bar color was going to be, you are right. Congratulations. Now, gonna throw a wrench in it. The kitchen cabinets are not going to be the same color. No, sirree, Bob. No, they're not going to be. They're going to be a different color. So you'll have to wait on those. You'll have to comment what you think the kitchen is going to be. But going back to here, we are going to prime these cabinets, and we're going to prime them in clear. And the reasoning why is if we sell the house, somebody wants to take the paint off the cabinet and go back to wood, they will be able to, because I'm going to prime in clear. If I primed in white, that white paint is going to kind of go into the pores of the wood, and it would be hard. It would be hard to go back, and you would have to sand it and sand it and sand it. And the doors on these cabinets are not substantial. They're really thin in the inner part of the door. I don't know what you call it, the face of the door. It's really thin. And my guess is it's plywood, which means that there's a veneer on top with, the plywood, the plied wood, and then veneer on the back side that makes the door panel. So if I primed it with clear, this fictitious person in the future who does not want this paint color and wants to go back to wood, they can, because it will be prepped appropriately to do that. So that is why we are using Dixie Belle's Boss. We're gonna go dark paint on these cabinets, so we don't have to really worry about bleed through. Now, yes, you can have bleed through with dark colors, but this is a pine type of wood, so its potential of bleeding through is very low. You get bleed through a lot when you have older stains, when you have really dark red woods or really red porous woods. That will kind of create a bleed through effect. And it's usually the tannins. So any wood that has that increased tannins will bleed through once it gets wet. The water wicks it up to the surface. So that's why you get bleed through. Prime, you want to prime with a hardener to kind of harden that surface up, and so you don't get that rise through of the tannin. Anywho, long story short, we are going to prime with Dixie Belle's clear. I know it looks white and milky. It will go on white and milky, but then it will dry clear. Just watch. I promise you, just watch. So that is what the first part of this video and project is going to be, right? So let's get in to priming, and I have a large surface, so I'm going to roll it on and brush it on in the corners, and that's it. I'm just going to do one coat. That's all we need. It's just one coat. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, level with the other one? Yeah. Yeah. But it doesn't look level to me. It looks like it needs to, yeah, go up on your side.
That looks pretty good.
I know this looks muddy and white, but it really does go on clear.
So, of them, 35 and a half. Okay?
We are going to brush this and roll this on, and we'll be done with the priming coat.
Just doing this together. Put and you figure right. I equals 7.1.
Meanwhile, the
7.1
boys
inches for each.
are doing the floor.
Now, I want to measure from that wall to this wall. So I'm going to end up with a little over 2 inches. So if I do it this way, I'm going to end up where this one's going to stop a little over 2 inches. And that. So. I want it to come this way. I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way.
Okay, here is the state of things. Joe and Max are currently working in here, doing the floor I'm painting the baseboard. The coffee bar is all primed with our clear primer, and I'm just letting that dry. While I am priming the baseboards, while I am painting the baseboards, we'll let them dry, and then we can start our first coat on the breakfast bar. So that is what we are doing right now. That is the state of affairs right now. So right now, they have done their chalk lines, got all their lines, and they are busy cutting, and they will install it. So hopefully we'll have a floor in here tonight, guys. We'll have a floor, and there'll be a first coat on this. So exciting. I can't wait. Just have your sweet little face in there.
Today on the New Jersey workshop, we're going to be installing some floors. I'm Jimmy, and this is my cousin Vinny. We're the floor installers.
Good morning, everyone. It's the next day, and so the floor is done. Well, the floor in the office is done. It's done, and we have to put the baseboards up, but then that room can be redecorated and it'll be done. So after we primed the breakfast coffee area, that's what I helped with. So needless to say, we did not get our first coat of color on, but there's a good reason. I was trying to decide which black I wanted. And yes, I did say black. We are going to paint the coffee area in a dark, moody color. So I had originally purchased some black paint from one of my favorite companies. I am not sponsored whatsoever. I don't think they even know I exist. So this is my honest opinion. Everything that I put on here, it is my honest opinion from my experience, from how I use the products. I bought from the Chippy Barn paint, or the Chippy Barn paint. I purchased the color Coal in their Next Level. Now this island that I previously had, I know I've talked about this before. I've painted it in the Chippy Barn, I think it's the French Country Gray or something like that. It tends to be a little bit greeny gray, but it's a ceramic based paint, and it has held up superb, beautiful. The corner hutch that was in the living room, I have painted that with the Chippy Barn paint line too, the ceramic base line. and I painted that in their white, their Craftsman white. It has held up superb. I love the paint. I know that these are high traffic areas. The cat jumps on here. We feed the cat every morning on here on the bottom part, and then we put our feet on it. So I know that it's held up test of time, tried and true, over and over again. So I know this paint line is a really good paint line. The color I picked is coal. Now, I also wanted to see what the Wise Owl paint line, their 1 hour enamel, what their black looked like. And unfortunately, you can't get any samples, like the little smaller cans, just so you can see, you know, test it out in your environment, in your home, to see if that color of black would work. Not all color blacks are created the same. There are different undertones to them. There are different depths to them. Some of them are richer. Some of them are brighter. Some of them are more dull and muted. So I really wanted to find the perfect black in this room. And I wanted something really soft. Now I have a dilemma. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it. I have used this stir stick with the Chippy Barn coal color, and I have used this stir stick for the Wise Owl 1 hour enamel black. I am so sorry, you guys. You're going to hear power tools because we are currently putting baseboards into the office so that room can be done. So if you hear any power tools, I apologize. It's going to be off and on as we get that room finished. Coming back to this. This stir stick is the 1 hour enamel Wise Owl. There's pros and cons to both of these, and I loved this color. And I don't know, I don't use filters on my camera, well, whatever is in the camera initially, but when I edit my videos and stuff, guys, I don't put filters. This is what you get. Maybe one of these days I'll put a filter on to my editing. I don't know how to do it. So you just get the true full-on environmental me. Anyway, so I don't know if you can tell the difference, but Chippy Barn is a more muted, dull, softer black. So their coal is softer black. The Wise Owl Jet Black, it is a little bit more richer in tone, and I'm going to pull these up here. Okay, so I think you can kind of tell. This one here is the coal black. This one here is the jet black. See how this one is more warmer and this is more cooler. This is more duller, and this is more richer in the colors. Can really see it when it's closer together. Anyway, the one thing that the pros and cons. So this one here, the coal black, can you tell? You can scratch it, and they made it this way so you can top coat it. You can wax it, and it's supposed to kind of bring it a little bit more richer. I love waxed object. I just don't think the wax on the coffee bar is going to be, will hold up to the high volume that area is going to get. So can you tell how I can scratch that? See the scratch? Now then I thought, oh, I'll top coat it here. But you see how it kind of loses its softness and it kind of deepens it up. This here, I can scratch this. And guys, this is without primer or a top coat down here. And it hasn't cured either. So it's going to live up to scratches. But as you can tell, there's a sheen to it. Now, when I top coat this one, you know, it is scratch resistant. But it's almost, trying to get so you guys can see, it's almost the same color as this one here. This one is just a one and done, right? I don't have to top coat it. This one, I will have to top coat it. So both of these, I will probably have to do 2 coats. This one, the Chippy Barn one, with this one here, I will probably have to do 2 coats plus touch up plus the top coat. So this guy here. This guy here, let's turn around so you can see the face. This guy here will only need 2 coats and a touch up in the cure time. I won't have to top coat it. And it's basically almost the same color. I'm not going to get that soft color that I've been wanting. So I think I'm going to go with this guy here, the 1 hour enamel paint. And we'll save this for another project. And I've got a couple of projects that this would look great with wax on. And it's kind of an unfair test because this is just 1 coat on the stir stick. I just basically stirred the paint and I didn't let it have time to cure. So it's kind of an unfair test. However, it kind of gives me I don't have the 20 to 30 day cure time that we'll need for both of these just to see if it would hold up on the scratch test. So we're gonna go with 1 hour enamel. Yep, 1 hour enamel. And then this right here we'll save for another project. We've got tons of them downstairs, unfortunately. So it won't go to waste. It will not go to waste whatsoever. So 1 hour enamel it is. Welcome to the workshop, aka the basement. This is where I have all the doors set up on my little triangle peaks, whatever you call these. I'm sure somebody will let me know. But I just have them all set up. And for ease of application, of course, I have my favorite Klingon brush. You want a soft brush. Soft brushes are really good so you don't show brush marks. Yeah. And just so you guys know, I do have a sprayer and I can spray, and I have sprayed many times in the past. I just like brushing. It's very therapeutic for me, very cathartic. It's just something, it makes me calm. That and sanding, and I don't know why. Those are 2 completely odd things, right? But you can spray this if you want, and it has directions on here to spray, but I'm not going to. I'm going to roll and I'm going to brush. And I've done this on our laundry room makeover, and it worked, and it self-levels. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful finish. You don't get the little fisheye effects that you may see in the very beginning. when you roll it. But then you take the brush and you just gently just kind of brush it all out, and then it self levels, and it's beautiful, guys. It's really beautiful finish. Just like before, you've seen me do this many times before. I line my tray with foil because I'm a lazy cleaner upper, and this helps me clean up super fast. 4-inch roller, the Shorty Klingon brush, the 450. I've used it so much. The writing has came off. I'm just using gloves because I don't want paint on my hand. You don't have to. It's very safe to do. But with any of these, Lizzie came down, that's what you heard. But with any of these soft brushes, you'll want to get them wet first. Klingons work well when they're damp at first. So we'll just use our sprayer here, our mister. And we'll just mist it. There you go. We'll just mist it, get it damp, and it's good to go. That's all we need, guys. We need our 1 hour enamel, and I am just going to put on some tunes, and I'm just going to go and roll and paint, and then we'll go upstairs and do the shell or the carcass of the cabinets. And then with this 1 hour enamel, I believe, let me make sure, but dries in 30 minutes, and we can recoat in as little as 1 hour with the preferred drying conditions. I'm pretty sure inside is above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. Don't use a high-speed drill, as this causes bubbles when you stir it. If spraying is not practical, larger surfaces can be finished by rolling with a short nap roller and tipping off the finish with the brush, just like I said. So we're going to open this up. We're going to do a quick little stir just to make sure all the particulates that are in the bottom that makes the hard surface, that resin surface, we're going to make sure that it is nice and stirred in, so it'll give us the best protection ever. And we're just going to do it. Again, remember I primed these with the clear primer, so if in the future that fictitious person who is going to come and buy my house, if I ever want to sell it, and wants to take these back to wood, they can. It's just not a really pretty wood, in my opinion, because they used 2 different types of wood. You can see that this is more pine. This, I think, might be birch. I'm not sure. But if you were to stain this, it would need a conditioner first and then a stain. I think that somebody could do it in the future if that's what they want. So I'm going to do the backside first, just in case I screw up. And then we'll flip it over. If it truly does harden or at least dries within 30 minutes to an hour, we can flip it over and do the front after we do the carcass upstairs. So again, it's primed, it's ready to go. We're just going to stir it and make sure that, like I said, all those particulates are nice and stirred in. And you guys can sit back and enjoy and watch me paint. Let me do the hard work for you. And you guys can sit there and see what it looks like at the end. And hey guys, while I'm stirring this, if you like this kind of content, if you like watching this progression of our little 1970s house, and we're just kind of redoing it here and there, if you kind of like this kind of content, remember to do the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. The YouTube algorithm is being kind of really weird lately. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but hey, you know, YouTube can do whatever it wants because it owns it, right? I just want to make sure that I give you guys valuable content, whether it's whether we're out thrifting and recently estate selling, whether it's content on the antique booth and kind of that kind of side of the business, or if it's the good old-fashioned room makeovers. We kind of do it all on this channel, so let me know if you like that. Comment down below, guys. I love to chat with you guys. I really do, and I do really truly try to answer each and every one of your guys' comments. There's been a time or two when YouTube has kicked off a comment. It hasn't been me, and there's been a time or two where I had to delete a comment because it was a very nice comment. But regardless, I'd like to chat with you guys. If you have a question, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can put a comment down, and I will answer you guys back. But talk with me, chat with me. I love to chat. People at work tell me I have too much energy. I don't believe that. They tell me I have too much energy and I have to simmer it down, calm it down, and I'm like, no, this is me. This is what you get. I'm truly like this. I'm truly like this every day. My work life and my YouTube life, I'm the same person. I'm not anything different. So if you guys ever met me outside of the video space, say hi to me. I'll chat. Who knows what we'll chat about, but we'll chat. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Pkwy.
I already did.
Oh. But you didn't see my inside corner.
I did see your inside corner in
I just put it
the closet.
Oh,
In the closet?
yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm impressed. It looks great. Let's check on the progress. I like it. I like the 5-inch.
Okay.
So what we had on there was a 3-inch. Stop it. Be nice. Don't make me blush on YouTube.
You.
So what we so that's 5.5. Right? Yeah, that's a 5.5. I like it. I like the floor. At first I was a little worried. But I think it's good. The floor gives us our light. If we want to do anything light, the red and the dark. I love the different. But you're doing a good job. I love you, honey.
Thank you.
All right, guys, check-in time. What do you think? And baseboards are going in there, so check in. Let's get started on those. All right, guys, we are all painted and we are all done for this week's video. In the coming up videos, we are going to be hanging the doors and getting this area completed. We are buying a very special countertop that is coming up as well. We've got to go to the booth. We've got to take all the stuff that we bought from the estate sales so I can get it to the booth for you guys. It's in my car and all we have to do is drive it up there. So that's going to be upcoming videos as well. But this is where I'm going to leave you for today. Comment down below. Do you like the block? Do you see my vision? I hope so. You know what? I will put somewhere on the screen of what my vision is. I have an inspiration picture, so maybe if I put that up there, then you guys can see what direction I am going, or at least know kind of where my thought process is. I'll put it somewhere, depending on, editing, Jennifer. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next videos. So much stuff coming up. I am so excited, and thank you guys. Thank you for coming along. It's actually really nice to know that we are building our community and we're growing together. So, you know what? It's exciting. It's really exciting. So I'll see you in the next video. We've got the rooms to complete. The next bedroom to get flooring is our bedroom. So that is going to be next weekend's job. And if I can get to the store to get the special countertop that goes right here, we'll get that done as well. Hardware. Hardware is still yet to be determined. Remember, we went to IKEA and we found those nice long dainty ones, but there wasn't enough at the store. So maybe we can find some on Amazon to be shipped in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's coming up. But hardware is to be determined. And then the countertop, and then something that's special that goes back here as well. So this area is not completed by no means. So we're still kind of continuing to work on this. I just wanted to get it painted before we brought the floor in here, because I don't want to paint, you know, get paint on the brand new floor. That would just be devastating, right? Anyway, so much stuff coming on. Enough rattling. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Gonna let the sun shine in today.